What's going on, everybody? It's the main character here coming at you with a Merukimon deck profile. Now, I'm not too sure if Digi Daddy put the matches on for this deck profile before or after, but Digi Daddy, post the picture I'm sending it to you right now. This is the actual deck profile that I use in those matches. I've made some adjustments, and this is my current deck profile for Merukimon. We're going in with 4 Wanyamons for the egg right off the bat. You're playing a lot of bodies in this deck, especially with the Merukimon, and with that inherited fact that when you play an Iliad trait Digimon, you get to draw one. It comes up very frequently. Now for the rookies, I run 4 of the new Electmons. It's a great searcher, searches for nearly everything in the deck. If I'm not mistaken, it does search for everything in the deck, and you get 2 of them, so it's a no-brainer to have this in the deck. The inherited for my build, for my playstyle, rarely comes up unless I am down to the very end of my security. I personally don't really care for manipulating security too much unless I'm playing a full-on recovery yellow deck, security control or whatnot, and thus I don't ever really like to take a card from my top security unless I can recover. So hardly comes up, but the searching function, phenomenal. Next, I got 3 of the Tapirmons, because Tapirmon is also a hell of a good searcher. Searches top 3, gets a Shaman, which you can grab Meruki, it can grab Minervamon, you could also grab any TS trait card in the deck, and when attacking, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Comes up often when they have blockers. Suspend a blocker so they can't even block your attack before the attack even goes through. So it's quite useful. Now, when I first saw the Merukimon card get revealed, it was green-blue. I'm a primary blue player. I like green decks as well. And because I saw that it was blue, I knew I was going to want to play it. And since I am mainly a blue player, I have gotten used to jamming. I enjoy jamming, and so I played 2 Camomons that have the inherited effect of jamming, but also it reduces the devolution cost by 1 when you go into a TS trait Digimon. So on occasion that comes up, but I mainly want this in my deck for the jamming. Now I got 2 more rookies. The next one, we're gonna go with Devimon, the promo. Now, I would want to play 2 of these. The only reason why I don't is because I ain't got them. But if I had another instead of this Salamon, I would be playing another Devimon. When attacking, draw 1, trash 1 for Devi. It's always good to draw, of course. If you have 4 or less memory, it can digivolve into a Fallen Angel or TS trait, which is nearly the entire deck, without paying the cost. This one is similar to Camomon. It reduces the cost by 1, but for Iliad trait Digimon. It also gives barrier, so some form of protection. Now for my level 4s, the main level 4 is Garurumon. It has jamming. You can swing coming out of raising. On play when digivolving, suspending one of your opponent's Digimon is also very good. You are able to get the on-play effect pretty frequently as well if you need to suspend a body, and it has that exact same inherited as Tapirmon. When attacking, suspend one opponent's Digimon. This has saved me games and has gotten me extra checks as well. Next is 4 copies of Gatomon, barrier inherited, but primarily on play and when digivolving, minus 3k. Then if it is your turn, this Digimon may DNA digivolve into Sylphimon in the hand. That comes up way more frequently than probably any other combo in the deck. It probably doesn't, but regardless, it comes up enough to warrant an entire playset of Gatomon, and it's a very, very powerful effect. And later on, at the end of the deck profile, I'll demonstrate how powerful this effect can really be. And then I have a 1 of a level 4, and that's 1 Cyclomon. It has Rush, it has Raid, and it's very useful when you're bringing out a body with Minervamon's effect. Next for my level 5s, I have 4 of the new Garurumon. I like coming out with Garurumon first. It's coming out, they don't got any blockers or whatnot, or they don't have any blockers or whatnot, come out of raising, and I swing with jamming. And then I Digivolve into Garurumon because on play and when Digivolving, one of your Digimon may unsuspend. And so you unsuspend Garurumon and he can attack again. Then one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers can't unsuspend for their turn, so it freezes an opponent's Digimon as well. The Inherited allows you to play a Iliad trait or beast animal or sovereign other than sea animal in its traits from your hand without paying the cost. It has to be 4,000 DP or lower, but it allows it, which is any of the rookies, Garurumon or Gatomon. And that's a powerful effect too, especially if you have another Garurumon on the field. You play that Gatomon with that effect and you could DNA into Sylphie, which is my next level 5 Sylphimon. You can see it's a freaking Harry Potter book on the card. Long, but very well worth it. First of all, DNAs from a yellow and a red or green Digimon, which means Gatomon can DNA with Garurumon or the Cyclonemon to go into Sylphimon. And when you do just Digivolve, one of your opponents gets negative 5k, then this Digimon can't attack, which is very vital for a very cool combo, which we'll see in a second. And then if it's DNA, it gets security +1 and +5k, so you're swinging, if you DNA, for 2 checks at 13k. And if it happens to die or get removed on either turn, when this Digimon would leave the battle, you may play one level 4 or lower yellow, red, or TS trait Digimon card from its Digivolution cards without paying the cost. That alternate effect is also the inherited effect. So it dies, you still got somebody there. Next for the main boss monster, we have Merukimon, the big boy of the deck. You can hard play him for a reduced cost if you have 3 or more Digimon. If there are 3 or more Digimon on the field, this includes your opponent. So if they have 2, you have 1, or you have 0 and they have 3, you can reduce the play cost by 5. Fantastic effect. And on play, you suspend, as well as when Digivolving, you suspend 2 of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers, then this Digimon gets +5k, so you're swinging for 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17k, but you have to attack one of your opponent's Digimon. You can't attack security with that effect. So you can't swing for game with Merukimon, essentially, right? When Digivolving as well as when attacking once per turn, one of your Digimon may unsuspend. And so, if you have a Kamamon underneath a Garurumon and Garurumon stack, you come out of raising, Garurumon swings, you go into Garurumon. He can swing again. Then you can go into Merukimon. When Digivolving, you unsuspend, and then you can swing again. And so, there's a lot of swinging when it comes to Merukimon. And then, of course, it also gives rush and piercing to all Iliad traits Digimon. So if you have that Garurumon underneath, you play that 4,000 body with Merukimon still on the field, that Digimon has rush and it can swing, since everyone in this deck profile has the Iliad trait. Next I go into Minervamon. Again, it's just like Merukimon, it can be played if you have at least an Iliad trait Digimon or Tamer. You can reduce the cost by 5. And then it has an on play, when Digivolving, as well as on deletion. You play one, or you may play one play cost 5. So that also means Cyclomon or lower Iliad traits Digimon from your hand without paying the cost. Then to one of your opponent's Digimon, you Digivolve 1 for each of your Digimon. So you come in Minervamon, boom, you play out any of the Iliad Digimon with 5k or less, you at least have Digivolve 2. And I've gotten it to the points on some games I'm Digivolving 4, 5, even 6. And so, it's a very good effect. An opponent's turn, all your Iliad trait Digimon gain reboot and blocker. I really like that effect because, well, it allows you to build a wall. Now, I think of it as like the Jessamon wall, but of course you still are affected by effects. Unlike in the Ganku Jessamon build, you're not. I also like how it kind of also is somewhat similar to the Cross Heart Minervamon and giving everything with Cross Heart blocker. But anyways, that's Minervamon. So those are all the Digimon. Now I got a few Tamers. I played 3 Hiroko Sagisaka, 2 Dan Yuki and Kennen Yuki, and 2 Homarus. So Hiroko Sagisaka is another great searcher. Allows you to pick up 1 TS trait, and then of course return to the bottom of the deck. Start of your turn. That's such a key timing of the effect. So it's before the draw phase, before the unsuspend phase, before the raising phase, before everything. It's start of turn. If you have 4 or less memory, by returning this Tamer to the bottom of the deck, you may play 1 Hiroko Sagisaka or 1 TS trait Digimon with 5,000 DP or less from your hand without paying the cost. That is, I just gotta show you. Next we got Dan Yuki and Kennen Yuki. If you have 4 or less memory, gain a memory. By suspending, and then end of turn, by suspending this Tamer, you may use 1 TS trait option with as high or lower a use cost as your opponent's memory from your hand without paying the cost. And I do run several different option cards, which it does come in handy. But afterwards, then one of your Digimon with the TS trait may attack. And any card that says then your Digimon can attack is peak. The last Tamer, we have Homero, started main phase, gain a memory. Then, if you have 5 or more memories, suspend this Tamer to draw 1. I like that effect because if my opponent gives me my 5 memory, or because of Homerosis or Dan Yuki and Kennen Yuki's effect, I'm able to get to 5 memory, I get an extra draw. It gives me more resources to use. Fantastic. If I don't get to that 5 memory, first of all of my TS trait Digimon, regardless of my memory, get a plus 1,000. But end of turn, by suspending this Tamer, you may activate an on-play or when Digivolving effect of one of your Olympus 12 trait Digimon, which are Merukimon and Minervamon. So that means I can activate one of the 2 effects on Merukimon. So the first one, again, would be the suspending 2 Digimon or Tamers. Then one of your Digimon may get plus 5,000 for the turn and attack an opponent's Digimon. Or I could also activate one of your Digimon may unsuspend. For Minervamon, I can activate that play out 1 play cost 5 or lower Iliad without paying the cost. Then one of my opponents gets de-Digivolve for as many Digimon that I have, so I can get some threats off the board right then and there. So Homeros, no matter if I have start at 5 memory or less, it's a great card. Next, my options, I run 3 different option cards. In between Theater, it's basically your memory boost for the deck. So as long as you have a TS trait or Digimon on the field, you can ignore the color, reveal top 3, add 1 of that it's a TS trait, which is everything in the deck, including all of my options, and then place in the battle area, then I gain 2 memory off of delay. Since I don't have a dedicated memory setter, I have a couple of memory gaining Tamers. In between Theater comes in handy. Next, Central Town Throne Room. Basically, if I have a Merukimon or Minervamon and on the field, they gain Alliance. All of my green or yellow TS traits, Digimon gain Alliance. Of course, this card is one of those at the bottom of your security. Place it at the bottom of your security, or at the bottom security to your hand. Place this one at the bottom of your security. And then all of your green or yellow trait Digimon get plus 2k, and then like I said before, Meruki and Minervamon, if it's on the field, all of your green and yellow TS trait gain Alliance. So again, pretty great card. Oh, I forgot also, then you may play 1 green or yellow TS trait Digimon card from your hand without paying the cost, reduced by 3. That's also part of that main effect. And my last option card, a 1 of, is Sonic Shot. I play it at 1 of because A, I need a lot of room for a lot of other things. B, it doesn't really come up too much even when I do have it in the hand, but when it does, it feels good. So security effect, you just activate the main effect. The main, You suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers. It can't unsuspend in the next unsuspend phase, so you lock it. And then you may link the card to one of your Digimon on the field without paying the cost. When it's linked, of course, you get plus 2k. But when attacking, the linked effect is return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon to the hand, which is great for removal. So that's the Merukimon deck profile that I'm working with right now, and I'm enjoying it. I'm also been playtesting it against Diaboromon X, and I'm finding it difficult, but to get over that particular matchup, perhaps in the comments, shoot me any comments that you may have, maybe help me out a little bit. But it's not a tier 1 deck, I'll tell you that. It's not tier 1, at least maybe I'm not playing it as if it's a tier 1 deck, and maybe that's holding me back. Maybe I'm missing a piece or something. I'm not entirely too sure, but I think it can be quite competitive in the right hands. Hope you enjoyed the deck profile. Now I just want to go through at least just one small combo that I just really like pulling off when I'm able to. It is a little difficult though to pull off. There's a lot of steps involved, but when it happens, All right, so let's say this is your field at the start of your turn. All right, so your opponent just passed you to whatever memory they passed you to. It is the start of turn. Not draw phase, not unsuspend phase, not raising phase just yet. Just start of turn. And let's say this is at least part of your hand. A Garurumon, a Gatomon, and a Sylphimon. Bare minimum, this is what you need. Or the Cyclomon instead of the Garurumon. Either way, this also works. Start of turn. You can bottom deck this Heroku. Alright, let's read it again. If you have 4 or less memory, by returning this Tamer to the bottom of the deck, you may play one Heroku Sagisaka or one TS trait card with 5 DP less or from your hand without paying the cost. Start of turn. You bottom deck one. You play out the Garurumon. Right? On play, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. It is still your start of turn. So you bottom deck this one. And you play out the Gatomon. The Gatomon gets minus 3k to something. Then, if it's your turn, 2 of your Digimon may DNA Digivolve into Sylphimon in the hand. And thus you DNA into Sylphimon. It is still the start of turn. And one of your opponents gets minus 5. And then this Digimon may attack. If DNA Digivolving, security +1 and +5k. Because of that, then your Digimon may attack. You can attack in your start of phase or start of your turn. So you swing 13k, 2 checks. Hopefully you survive. If not, you do got barrier with Gatomon. And then draw phase, unsuspend phase. It gets unsuspended and it still retains a security +1. Then you start your turn. Raising phase and whatnot. That is such a cool little combo. You can potentially get 4 checks if you swing again. That's another 2 checks. If you go into Merukimon, they have a Digimon on the field. You unsuspend and you can swing again with that Merukimon into that Digimon, pierce for that final check. You'll also unsuspend with its when attacking phase. And if you happen to be able to keep turn, you swing for game. Merukimon OTK. It's crazy. But anyways, that's the deck profile. That's my favorite combo. There's a lot of other things you could probably do with the deck. Read your cards, and you can figure it out on your own. So until next time, this is Main Character signing off. Peace.
Still there. You still have to. Remember, I ping 1 and then 2. I'm gonna burn. Turn. When he swings, he becomes a 3. I needed to wait. I could not use them just for using them.
Is it updated from your deck profile?
Yeah. It's updated again from the deck profile, actually.
I was thinking about like wing.
Because I didn't have the Agiomons.
Walker. Like, the new one? No. Yeah.
Damn it, should have took the TS.
Let's return to owner. Yeah.
We just want to double check. Start main. We'll put back a Venus. Because security was removed. Nori. Swing 8K 2 trips.
So you do a factor. I draw one.
In between theater. And Temple, take the top and recover.
Alright, well, I'll go here and then I'll go here for 2. Shit, man, this is dangerous too. Now I get it. Now I get it.
Will stop this that deck with just one card. Your stage mine. You just summon the
I don't think I want to do it.
And I need to go to like
Yeah, that's a tough.
everything will need to go to like
3. And barrier.
so now in order for me to swing to there, I will need to kill both of them.
And so one of my Digimon
You
Maces
need to be
spin.
rested. In order for me to
I fucked up again. I had jamming. I could have swung and then okay. So come back here. We'll swing security first with jamming, and then we'll go here. Already drew, and then it locks that from being able to unsuspend.
when he gets destroyed, I can get
Then I can swing again into security with jamming.
only see on card. Unit.
And then I'll go into Merukimon here. And
Yeah, on the point.
then I can play out a 5. Play cost 5 or
And you only
lower.
get one because you recover. 3. You recover
I will
3.
just play out.
Recover 2.
So and then you're swinging to 3, so you say with 1 damage. Yeah.
We have 1 damage.
Right.
Okay, I was wondering if it was the other card.
No. As soon as
Yeah, I mean I can get this too as well.
Oh.
TS straight.
It's not like the dungeon.
Because it's Iliad.
Are they both?
Oh no, okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This is Iliad, that's TS. Okay.
That is
Oh, that's just like the AGO. It doesn't have Iliad. This doesn't have Iliad. Either. Okay. So I'll grab those 2, and then I can DDG Evolve by 2. When a Iliad trait is played, I draw 1. And then...
just for fun.
I didn't even know what that was.
And then that's,
Content.
and then that's it. So over to you. Everything with Iliad gets blocked and reboot, so I will just reboot here.
This one's stunned, right?
And that one's done.
Can't touch it.
I was watching the game and then security.
I did that my first game without. Started main. Nothing.
We were trying to figure out why would you want to do it. I guess it's like a safety
The Electron does it too when attacking.
to place the top card in
You can add the top to your hand, and then you can recover if you have 0. You can do it without adding.
I guess that was good because you can do
Everything gets
opponent's
+1.
turn and they security.
sucks.
I could have won the first round if you didn't beat me. True story.
That's true story. True story. Yeah.
I'm gonna pay 3. Full shock plasma. -6. And then I'll leak.
Yeah, I just realized today you can leave the breathing area.
That was a big controversy last week.
Oh, was it?
Well, we looked at it again.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Two.
Security Miami when attacking or play 1/4000 or lower DP. Iliad beats Animal Sovereign without paying cost. Okay, Gotsumon will get at -3k. Merukimon will allow me to draw. And that's
Two.
jamming.
Yamming and burying?
And barrier.
No. I don't have blockers in my deck. So this cut breach, when he deals,
I should have played a different Digimon.
get that.
That's it. And all that, come on. I got one altar. Oh, this guy. I'm actually down to trade it for something too. So I'll say
Yeah?
Iliad Chia.
Base.
Anything else?
Just remove it.
All my bases in hand.
He was
And they're all blocked.
All bases in hand.
Of course they are.
I have all 5. I know I'm gonna lose. When I see 4 bases out of 5, all 5.
Yeah, full boost. I didn't want it, but
I wanted to bounce your token, but I'll lose my Epion on next turn.
I think I was going to use it for something.
But I would have been able to save 5. Because I run a 4 of.
This becomes right.
That's the one that thinks you.
Yeah, that's just it.
Yeah, 4 Zex, 4 because most times the deck runs to draw. So how much I draw?
No pilot.
Okay.
But that's
We're gonna pop this. Getting 2.
me fighting one. That's pretty much real battle. This is the fabled part.
That's the. It is so stupid, dude. So he rests something. Bloods. He gives everything 1.
Yeah, he gives an anthem.
Yeah, like.
You have protection?
Barrier.
This is just the
That's it.
match. This is just the match.
Okay, we're gonna swing.
What do you mean, David?
One attacking, I'll take attacking.
No. And then he recovers.
And then
So
recover
that's what I'm
one.
doing. Like, it's starting.
Draw a
Nah,
card.
the best-
Everything is the same.
Now the best part is I kill it with the bow. I kill it
And
with
then
the
this guy, you can summon him, Grudge, and blockers don't matter to him. And then
Give
that's
-6.
like that's not even like the broken one. I think like this one is better because when you swing, you can kill up a base, but if you
And then
kill
we'll give
it,
-5
someone
and
token
attempt to delete a 7k.
because you're killing unpaired.
Barrier is only by battle, right?
And
On
then
deletion,
someone
I forgot
token
to tell you.
3/1.
That's okay.
I forgot to say that it had a 1. On deletion is basically the same thing. When they play
always
a one
gonna be swinging.
play cost 5 or lower traits,
Yeah, it doesn't
not
matter
paying
when,
the cost
if it was
in
in that moment or
to one of my opponent's Digimon, Digi-Evolve 1 for each of the.
As long as it's fair. That's
Yeah.
Yep. All I have to do is hit the conditional of being
Look at that.
So good. I have so much fun with this. It's time to let
You need to let it go. You need to let it go.
Spin that one, and then DD Vault 2.
You took 3 places.
Yes. These are sorceries. Action. No, that's attack. Here. Action is a response.
Trap cards.
No. It's a response. It's essentially almost an instant. Almost an instant. Because you should be able to
That's
play
my bad.
actions on your opponent's end step.
I should have asked.
Yes. That's what makes it more like Magic.
I
than
don't
the
have-
other
I
mana
don't have
games.
another play.
Other mana
Trying
games,
to text
you
my
can
sister
play those
and
things
got
on your
distracted.
Oh, let me go ahead and pick up the.
Yeah, you can play it as a
Make
response.
layers.
Yeah, we have time. No, he's asking how many we got. So we're guaranteed at least 3 rounds.
How much damage?
We might have a pair
Oh,
down.
we'll get to see.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna trash.
Yeah.
Minus 15k, 13 here.
Here.
It'll also trash your security when I trash it, and I'll recover 2.
Oh, shit. I forgot.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. That's why I want to do this.
Oh, shit, you gave me 10.
I think we're all done. Yeah, it looks like we're all done.
I'll draw. We'll push out. Use its effects to...
Just pay full price. You don't have money.
Do I look like a charity case to you, man? Okay. I will... This blocker?
Yes, sir.
1, 2, 3. No, it doesn't unsuspend. It just prevents it from unsuspending.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, so, but I still tag it. Prevents it from unsuspending. Go into Merukimon. So suspend 2. And then I get plus 5k, or to one of my Digimon, I'll choose Meruki. And then when Digivolving and when attacking, I can unsuspend. All of my Iliad trait gain Rush and Piercing.
Oh, that sucks. Bruh.
And then if it was past turn, I can attack the Digimon. So, with all of that being said, I am going to swing security. We're Merukimon. So first, let's do Demi Debbie. Draw 1, trash 1. I will trash Central Throne Room. That barrier. That's when I play an Iliad trait. But where Gurus allow me to play an Iliad trait. And so I will play that one out. And then I can draw. And then I unsuspend. So 17k one shot.
I'm assuming, did you want to... I'll turn you a trash card.
I would trash let's swing jamming here. And then attempt to swing for game.